I've grouped the whole. Hi Wilson, thank you for commenting. I've grouped the whole conversation into four major blocks. And the first block, which is something not particularly typical for me, but yes, is quite important. Hi Sabra. Um, Risk management one. So despite the fact that risk management, in my mind, in my experience, and in the experience of the most risk awareness week speakers, risk management is a decision-making tool and basically a competency or an angle that you use to look at normal business plans, forecasts, budgets, investment decisions, strategic decisions, maintenance decisions, procurement decisions, insurance decisions. Wherever there is a decision about the future, and risk gives you kind of this additional insight. The volatility of assumptions underpinning that decision gives you a lot of additional insight that you can use to your benefit to increase the quality of decision. So despite risk management being all that, if you kind of remember some of my presentations, about 30 or 40 years ago, consultants, God bless their soul, have stolen risk management, hijacked risk management, and started commercializing it in some sort of weird astrology-like non-scientific way. And for to to be to be kind to them, I call it risk management one. But risk management one is basically astrology, nonsense, non-scientific gibberish that or all of the kind of best practices, common day ERM best practices actually represent. And so while it has nothing to do with the real risk management or it's any useful, it is kind of a ticket to play. It's part of the corporate game. Auditors expect you to have something, even rating agencies, like every single year when I was the CRO and then the head of risk of multi-billion-dollar corporations in Europe, every single year, internal auditors, external auditors, rating agencies, insurance companies, they're all asking banks, they're all asking kind of the same wrong questions, and I just call it risk management one. So you could take a more proactive position like me. So I, for example, every year would have a meeting with the external audit partner that would ask silly questions. So I wouldn't even talk to his teams because it would be a waste of my time. So I would just talk to the partner immediately and say, well, all of your questions regarding risk management are wrong. Here's what we actually do. Here's risk management too. And it should be more than sufficient for you to satisfy all your checklists when you're checking for risk management effectiveness and efficiency. So you could take a proactive role like myself, but I think I'm in the minority. Most of the people choose to kind of play along and play this pretend game that risk management one is somehow meaningful. So if you are in the later category where you don't want to shake the boat, and thanks Christian, I'll even share your comment with the rest of the listeners. If you're not really into shaking boats, if you're not really into kind of having those tough conversations with the external audit partners or rating agency analysts and explain, like if you're not into teaching them every single year, and it doesn't just happen once, like you have to always do it because they clearly do not understand risk management. And so if you're not really into that, then this next section is going to be for you, because if we are going to play along and pretend risk management one is real, we might as well make it as simple and as quick as possible, because what is the worst thing that a risk manager can do is waste corporate resources on risk management one. Because in my personal experience, wasting management's resources on risk management one is absolutely criminal. And I'll give you some examples soon.